I'm Troy Clark. I was born in 1997, which makes me a freshman at Tech. So I was born in California, in Fort Irwin. I lived there for like a month, I guess. I basically lived in 4 different U.S. states, and I've lived overseas. And so I was raised in many, many different places. But my dad was in the military, so we were always moving every 3 years. But I guess it kind of helps me now because it's become easier to make friends with people, kind of, because, you know, you have to. There's no specific reason that made me want to go here. When I came and visited my friend here, and then my school came here and we went on a tour, and it was just like, it just felt right, you know? It just feels where I need to be. So I didn't get into engineering. My second choice was business. And so I'm in business IT right now. But my mom always says, like, everything happens for a reason, you know, all that stuff. And honestly, I love it. I think it's great. And the people who live next to me are engineers, and they're always working, and they're like always crushed with work. And I was like, that just doesn't sound fun. So yeah, it all works out, which is nice. Yeah. So I was business undecided, and then I declared business IT. And then I declared cinema as a minor. So I think those 2 things I'm really interested in. So yeah, I love it. It's awesome. I'm studying business IT just because, like, I'm interested in computers and stuff like that. I don't necessarily want to do that. I just want to have a business background, because what I really want to do, and this is why I picked up the cinema minor, is like I've always been really interested in like making films. And so I really want to get into that. And then like eventually way far down the line, I want to have like my own film company, not like my own studio, just I want to be my own boss type of thing. And I feel like I need the business knowledge to be able to do that, but then I'll also have the cinema education to like actually be able to do it. So that's my way down the line goal. But you know, I just always have loved making films and watching films and like art and stuff like that. So I don't know, I think digital art is really cool, so that's just something that I want to get into. I used to consider myself in high school like not creative at all, really, and I just have realized in college that I'm not creative in the traditional ways people consider to be creative. I really like to do video and like graphic design, and sometimes people don't consider that really creative. They're just like, oh, you can work a computer really well, kind of thing. It's just college has like turned me on to the fact that like that's art and that's creativity. So my very first memory of tech was, oh man, I must have been like 7 or 8, and my cousin is a Division I swimmer at UVA, and she had some state meet or something here, and I just remember my aunt and uncle, who both went to UVA, and they came back and they're like, oh, tech's the worst, all the buildings are gray, and like the weather's awful, and it's just so big, and I was like, oh, tech sounds like it sucks. Like, who would want to go there? And then I just never even really thought about it until sophomore or junior year of high school, when they finally started to talk about college. And everybody's like, you know, you should apply to all the Virginia schools because, you know, you never know what'll happen. And I was like, all right, well, we might as well go visit them. And so my very first like real memory of tech was my junior year in like October of high school. I came here and visited my friends, and we went to see the NC State football game here against Tech, and they crushed them. It was awesome. It was a great game. And I just loved walking out of the stadium, and everybody's like, let's go, Hokies. And it was just like, it was so cool. It was such an atmosphere. And like, I had never really even cared about any other college football game I'd been to, and I wasn't even going here, and I was like, this is so cool. This is awesome. So yeah, that was like the moment, I think, that finally was like, yes, this is the place. Last weekend, my friend and I did a hackathon in Torgerson, which is from 9 p.m. on Friday till 9 a.m. yesterday. You had that amount of time to build a project. So there were people building like robots, people building apps. It's like a 2-hour thing. Everybody's walking around. People are asking questions. You know, how does this work? You know, how did you build it? You know, what did you learn? All that sort of stuff. And, you know, things are going pretty well, and everything's seeming pretty good. They call third place. They're like, yeah, so third place was a team of 2 instead of a team of 4, and so we were a team of 2, and we're like, oh, like this might actually be us, okay. And then they call our name, and we won third place, and I was like, holy shit, this is it, you know? Oh, it was just so crazy, because like we went into it and we're like, oh, it was 2 of us, we're supposed to have teams of 4, we're not going to get anywhere, it's going to be, you know, we're not going to get anything done, and then we're just going to go home and whatever. And I was completely fine with that. And then we go and we get third, and I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome. So I don't know, it was a great weekend, because it's such a, I don't know, cool feeling. When you expect nothing and then like you get so much out of it, it's like, wow.